Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video, and on today's video we are going to be working on, well, the area we worked on last time, which is our big like apartment place. We are going to be placing down Porsche's house right about here. I want to make the road a little bit more interesting, so we're going to create some like down, up, left, right, like different pathways for the road to actually go. But I wanted to put a special spot for Porsche, and I think this spot will be really good because it will match her like aesthetic of our house really well, I feel like, at least. So we need to break down some of the road that I already made, and like I said before, I didn't want this to only be straight roads, so I wanted to go downward and like different ways just to make it look a lot more interesting and feel a lot bigger than what it really is, just because we are kind of working with a limited area here. But yeah. Also, another note I want to touch on is, so we are getting really close to finishing Paradox, the island that I've been working on now for a few months now. And we'll be starting up a new island. And I want to know if you all have any ideas on the next theme. I think I do have one in mind. But I just want to reach out to you guys and see if you have anything in mind that you might want to see, because I think I do have one in mind that I think would be really cool and different. But I just want to ask you all on recommendations on what you all like to see, if you want me to stick with like the city stuff, or if you want me to venture out and do like more forest areas, just stuff like that. Please let me know in the comments below, because it will really help me. And also too, and any type of future content, please let me know. I'm always looking to do new and different things, especially to branch out into different communities. I just want to put out content everyone can enjoy, and also stuff that I enjoy, so I can give you all the best content possible. That's what I'm aiming to do. I do this all in my free time, just to have fun and to take a break from reality. And it really does help me. It's kind of, in a way, my own little therapy, just after a long day of work or whatever it may be, to come home and to create stuff for you all. I don't know, it's really cool, and it just makes me really excited for the future, and I just want to keep going and see where, this takes me. But now that I'm done rambling, I have made kind of a layout or a blueprint for the road and how I want it to be shaped. So I kind of jump cut here just a little bit, just to show you all where I'm kind of leaving it off. All I have to do now is fill in like the rest of the blanks, because this will be actually one of the very last roads we create on the monochrome aesthetic. I feel like this whole island has been really cohesive, and I don't know, it just looks super cool. Big thing I come with ideas is I just come up with something and I turn it into a series, and hopefully it works out. And so far it has. I remember doing the 4-on-1 challenge, which was so fun. If y'all have not seen that series, I highly recommend seeing that. It's totally different. I feel like it's really cool for the Animal Crossing community to see something like that. That was a really fun series. Maybe later on, I'll do a different one with different like themes and stuff, because that one was a blast, and it kept everything refreshing, because after you were done with one little space, you could have, you start up a new theme, and I don't know, that was super fun to me, and being able to do different aesthetics and stuff too, and it really makes you work on like your skills on how you, layer stuff, place stuff. It's just really fun, and I don't know, it kind of gives everyone a little taste of anything, and especially if you're doing your own theme and you need some inspiration or something. That's a really good video for you, I feel like. And I don't know, that's probably like my proudest island I've ever made. It was just super fun, and I made a little crosswalk leading up right to the stairs. I still have no idea where I'm going to place my own house, and I'm really hoping I don't forget to do that. I really do. Sometimes I don't know why. That is something I always leave like for the last minute to do. But I do plan on doing some interior of my house, which I'm kind of excited for. I'm not the best when it comes to like interior designing on Animal Crossing, but I think I do have some ideas in mind. That would be pretty cool. I like to make houses like kind of like my own style, like I live in real life. So I'm kind of curious to see what I can make there. But now that I basically finished all the pathing, I can start with the fun stuff and start laying out items to fill in the area a lot better. So I wanted to put down some plant partitions here. I think they'll look really good, especially with this little like cafe area we have going on over here, just to add some more greenery and, I don't know, make the road look a little bit more like filled in, I guess you can say. I feel like it's a really nice addition right over here, and I just want to give it some more like height and stuff. But I was kind of confused on what I wanted to add it at first, because you see I'm kind of scatterbrained and look everywhere. So I added a old trusty utility pole. Cannot go wrong with that item. Such a good item, and it can really fit in with like any type of build that you are doing, especially if you're doing like city core stuff. It's just amazing. And now over here, I wanted to add like a little crosswalk sign, so I did just so. And I feel like this is so cool and like cute. It just, I don't know, it works. And I feel like in this little open area right here is where I'm going to put Porsche's house at. I feel like it would look really cool. And putting a fire hydrant in front of our house because she's a dog. Why not? I feel like that's really fitting. And a car to make it look a little bit more lively. Again, always a nice touch. I feel like the cars, like when they added them, changed the whole game, especially for like city core aesthetic. Because way back when the game first started, all you could use were car beds. I know some of the OGs out there remember those dark times. But yeah, having cars in the game is just amazing. And over here too, again, just adding little things along the edge here, because I don't know if I want to like expand this like area out or not. I probably won't, but just for the time being, I want to kind of fill in the area just so I kind of know where not to go, I guess. And now I'm right here and I'm realizing this is a perfect spot for Porsche's house because it's already kind of caged off too, and it'll look really good. So I need to kind of leave that area alone, and I need to fill in the rest of this area over here on the left. Now, I wanted to go for like a little like nice park area, maybe add like a water fountain or something, just to kind of make it look a little bit more fancier, because this area specifically is like a nicer area, and I want to stick with that theme. So I need to kind of break down some of these walls over here. I didn't want to remove too much, but I wanted to extend it out just a little, to where I could add a little bit more. I didn't want to go too far because, again, I don't know what I'm doing over here yet, and I didn't want to go too far along. That's what I like to do, is create a portion and then leave it and kind of think on it, and then typically next day I come back and I can fill something in. Luckily, it always works out. Sometimes it doesn't, though. I guess I shouldn't say always. I do mess up quite a bit when making these videos, and I don't know. I like perfection, or I try to be perfect as best as I can, and sometimes it doesn't end up like that, so I have to kind of tear it down. I think I've left some in the videos before just to show you all that I'm not perfect, because sometimes these videos do take a long time to make. But thankfully, I don't know, I can always come through and come up with something. And here, all I decided to do was just kind of fill it in. It didn't need to be anything like too special, but I wanted to make it at least to where it kind of shows off like a little park area. And I want to cage off the edges just where it was kind of like near the cliff, to kind of cover it up a little bit, because we are not doing beaches, which I'm not complaining. But I want to kind of cover them up best as I can, so you don't kind of like see them. But I think overall it's coming together pretty good, and all I'm doing now is I just want to fill in the road just a little bit more, so I can get a better idea on what I can and cannot fit in the area. It's always a good idea to kind of put stuff like around first before you kind of go all out, because sometimes you don't have enough room for everything. So I just wanted to add some different like fences and stuff, to give it more of a variety rather than like these iron fences. I like doing that. It just looks cool, and again, something different for your eyes to look at, because that's really important, especially when you're creating like an aesthetic. You don't want the same thing over and over again, unless you're me and you're obsessed with fences, like iron fences or whatever they're called. I can't get enough of those things. They're so cool. Probably one of my favorite items, those and the vending machines. Don't know why, I just really like them. On my main account, I have way too many, like way too many. I remember when the game first came out, I collected those and like all the Nookma items. I don't know why, I just thought they were really cool. But yeah, I was actually looking back on it. When do you ever use a Godzilla item? Alright, so now that we're done over there, we can actually go to Resident Services and speak with Tom Nook, because we need to move Porsche's house. Now, Porsche's house is an absolute perfect fit. It's aesthetically like perfect. Also, she is too. I love her little outfits too. She's actually kind of growing on me, because my favorite villager is actually Lucky, and I don't know, I just kind of get like Lucky vibes, I guess, from her. I don't know, I think she's really cool, and I think it's unique that they made like a Dalmatian in this game. But look at her fit, man. She is bougie. She's definitely a perfect fit for like this island aesthetic. So we can go ahead and move her house right in the spot where we were kind of saving her for. And perfect. So this is the area. Again, I love it. So we can go ahead and time travel to the next day and check it out. And it's perfect. So all we gotta do now is fill in the area right in front of her house. And I really think it's funny how there's a fire hydrant in front of a dog's house. I'm a dork, but I just think that's hilarious. And yeah, so now we can decorate kind of like the front of her house. I didn't know on like everything I wanted to do. I did decide to put a trash can in front of her house to act like a mailbox. I think it's kind of cool. I saw this idea before. You just kind of turn it around and it looks like, you know, like our mailbox, like the player owned mailbox. Just thought it was a cool idea, and I wanted to kind of cover up this area just a little bit more. So I decided to add some greenery, and I wanted her to have some transportation. So I gave her a little bicycle. Why not? It's cute and it fits very well. And I think her area is honestly done. I didn't want to add too much. Again, this is a very simplistic island. I didn't want to be too crazy with it because it doesn't really need to be. Everything else kind of works. I don't know, it just works. And like I said before, I wanted to add a fountain. So I added this very cool fountain. You can actually change these. I kind of like the one with the sea lions more. I just think it looks cool. And you can actually sit on it if you didn't know that already. You can sit like right in the middle. Kind of cute. But I feel like this is a nice little area for villagers to hang out at. So I wanted to add a little bench just so they can actually sit down. And I don't know, it's a cool little spot. And yeah, I think it works out perfectly. It's a good like little filler. Especially, I know a lot of people they have like little spots on their island where they can't fill it in. So maybe this can help someone out. Again, just doing some little nitpicking details just to fill in the area a little bit more. I didn't want it to be too like, I don't know, condensed. I didn't want it to feel like you couldn't walk through everything. So I just added some little finishing details. But yeah, I actually think this wraps it up. So let's go ahead and do our final walkthrough. And that wraps up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's like Porsche house build, I guess you can say. Definitely was a really cool one. We are working towards finishing up our island, so we don't have too many videos left. And again, if y'all have any like future ideas, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to see what you all think. And again, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I did make a video on that recently. Just want to say a big thank you to everyone. But yeah, if you don't want to miss out on any more Animal Crossing content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.